Hello and welcome back to my channel. Okay, this makes three times I'm recording this, third time I'm recording this, the fourth time I've tried recording this, and hopefully this time it actually works. I do actually have this unboxing up on my channel. I will be keeping it up there, but as you can see from the title, this is my anime mystery box, and if you cannot tell, it's Halloween, and yes, I am dressed in a costume. Yes, I am in a costume. If you cannot tell who I am, you need to go watch some anime and figure that out, you know. Black Cat, Crescent Moon. Who could I possibly be? I mean, I think the cardigan just gives it away completely, too. So, I am re-recording this. The very first recording the very first time I went to record this, I was out of town, and everyone was asleep in the house, and somebody decided to wake up. And so I had to stop even before I started recording, and I could not record that night. The second time I recorded, I got through the entire box. I had opened up the box, got through everything, went to upload, and found the footage had not saved. So then I recorded a third time just to find out the introduction did not record. So here I am again. That's third time's the charm. I am going to keep up the original second recording of this. You will find it in the iCard section. I will put it up in there and link it in there, because basically a lot of my reactions are still going to be the same. I absolutely love this box, and I know what people are going to say. We've seen mystery boxes unopened, unboxed. Well, this is a different type of mystery box. This is a mystery box in which you get to pick out a big portion of your items. Meaning, you get to pick the big theme of the box. Now, the seller of this box I had met on the Amino app, and I will admit I was hesitant about doing it, because I knew mystery boxes were such a risk, but a friend wanted to do it for my birthday, so I said, okay, fine. So he gave me a budget. I told the person what my budget was, and then we went to town picking out the theme. Now, the original theme we had a major problem with. The great thing about this seller is they ask a lot of questions. Now, I did an anime box, and the original theme was supposed to be Sailor Moon. And they asked, you know, what do I already have in my collection? And I legitimately have a spreadsheet for my collection, because my collection is just that big, it's that vast, that I need to have a spreadsheet for it. So I'd sent them the spreadsheet, and I guess evidently I just had too much. And now the boxes do start at $40, and I did go big. I went big. This is a $100 box, but that is not the total price. So I will get into that. So we did come up with a different theme. They asked me if I like any other anime, and I told them I do. I like Diabolik Lovers, and I like Vampire Knight. and they were able to do that. So this is a 2 anime box, and so they ask a lot of questions. They ask t-shirt size, they ask the type of phone you have, they ask which characters you like, they ask if you have anything from that anime, which is a great thing. Now, they do more than just anime boxes. They do anything. They'll do a TV show, they'll do a movie, just anything. I'm sticking with anime because anime merch is sometimes a little difficult to find, especially for me. And I gave them a bit of a hard one with Diabolik Lovers, as that one was more a video game then made into an anime versus the way typically anime is done. It's first a manga, then an anime, then a video game. So they kind of did a reverse order without doing the manga. So he or she, I don't know which one it is. If I referred either one of them, I do apologize. But they did ask, as I said, a lot of questions so that they can get an idea of what to purchase. And then they get the budget, and then they go shopping. And this was even before I had sent the money. They went shopping. And I'm doing air quotes because they weren't legitimately ordering the items. They were actually going online to find items. So even before you send money, they have an idea of what they are going to get for the box, which I think is a great idea. Now, they came back. Now, the original budget was $100. They did come back with $103, which, with anime merch, yeah, there is always going to be a difference, and I was fine with that. I talked to my friend, they were fine with it. And then I had a bit of a problem getting the money from my friend. That was a whole huge fiasco. And the seller was actually very patient with me while I sorted that out with PayPal, as the friend was sending me the money first, and then I was sending the money to the person. Sorry, I'm tilting you guys down a little bit. So, at that point, they did the shopping, they purchased everything, and I figured I wouldn't hear anything back until I received the box. Well, I actually got messages from the seller telling me when items were arriving. And I was blown away by that, because I figured, okay, I'm just going to send the money and I'm just going to get a box. No, you are actually informed every step of the way what is happening. So, your first item has arrived, your second item has arrived, your third item has arrived. Now, for a $40 box, you are guaranteed 3 items. Now, my box is $103. I got 6 items. So she was able to split it right down the middle. Half for Diabolik Lovers, half for Vampire Knight. But things are going to vary depending upon prices of items. So don't take it as if you do a $100 box, you're guaranteed 6 items. It's going to be all dependent upon what's available and the prices. Now, anime merch is expensive. Trust me. That's another reason why I went for an anime box, because I knew I was going to get my money back, and probably then probably more than what more than the purchase price, because merch is highly expensive. And as I said, I've opened this box up twice now, but I am still very excited every time I open up this box because I love everything in this box. So, without further ado, let's get right back on into this box one more time, and hopefully this is the last time. So let me just... Now, all the items will come wrapped up. Now, there was one item that was not wrapped, but I am not going to fault the person for it. There was no way they were going to be able to get this thing wrapped. Okay. When they do ship, shipping is included in the price. So that $103 included the shipping. So it wasn't, $103 and then $12 for shipping. The shipping was included with the box. So always ask to make sure. They do send it with just your address on it, but they also do tracking. So if something does happen to the box, they can track it back to its origins. But their address will not be on the box. The only address that's going to be on the box will be your address, and it will be written very plainly. I'm going to try and... Okay. Trying to hide as much of my address as I possibly can. I just didn't feel like making another. That was the piece of paper that was on this side of the box. So as I said, they do wrap everything, and as I was opening up this box, I thought I kind of had an idea of everything, but that kind of blew right out the water. Because I do remember what everything was wrapped in. So, one of the first items was wrapped up in black paper. So they used black and yellow. And the first item that I opened was a color change clock. Now, I know what you're going to say. That looks like a very generic color change clock. Well, these always come in this box. I have about a dozen of these for Sailor Moon, and they all have the same box. I'm actually quite amazed when I get these off of Amazon that they send me the right one. Because there is legitimately nothing ever written on these. There is no tag, no nothing, and I'm dropping it, stating what it is. Now, I do love these clocks because they make great night lights. I actually have one of my Sailor Moon ones here because I don't want to turn this one on. And this one is a Vampire Night clock, which I did not even know they made. So this is the crest for Cross Academy, which is the academy within on the show. Now this is the screen. I'm going to show you one that's actually activated. So this is, and the great thing about this is it shows you the time. The bad thing about it is it's not always correct. This one runs fast after a while, so this one's currently running 2 minutes fast. It'll eventually run 10 minutes fast. But sometimes they'll run slow, sometimes they'll run right, sometimes they'll run fast. So that's why I've got a dozen of these. But the one thing that I really like about these that actually runs true is right down here there is actually a thermometer. And it will also tell you what the day is. So as you can see, it is Halloween and I am filming this. So here we go. And as I said, this is a Sailor Moon one. But the main reason why I like these is the color change. You can actually better see it from the back. These make for a great night light. Say if you just want a little bit of light on your nightstand, not a ton, this makes for a great little night light. I actually have one I travel with. But this is actually a great item to start off with. These normally run about $10 to $12 just on their own off of Amazon, and they can run even pricier on other websites. So this is something I am really glad to have. So let me put that back in the box. We're going to move on to the next item. And I am showing you guys these in the order in which I did open these. Now these are not in the plastic. These did come in plastic. These are fingerless gloves. I actually wore these tonight because it's Chicago. And as always, every couple of Halloweens, it's a snowy Halloween. And I was still all completely dressed up, but my hands were still freezing, so I ran inside, grabbed these, tossed these on for handing out candy for trick-or-treaters. But I love these types of gloves because these are the fingerless gloves. I love these because I do have a touchscreen phone and I constantly have to pull off my gloves to work them, but I like the design. This is another Vampire Nights item, and again, this came in black paper. So at this point I had figured, okay, black paper is Vampire Night, the yellow is for Diabolik lovers. So I love the design on this. This is the symbol for the tattoo that Zero Kiryu has on his neck. So I do love the design. I will get a lot of good use out of these. I do have another set. They are a furry pair. They look like animal paws. My family hates it when I wear them, so maybe if I wear these, they won't be as upset. So let me get these off. It's one bad thing about taking these off is you don't have the fingers to grab onto. And as I said, I've already used these tonight, so these are already getting a good use. So the next item, instead of coming in black, it came in yellow tissue paper, which kind of blew my idea of everything that was in black was Vampire Night, and everything that was in yellow is Diabolik lovers. So this item, I'm going to have to kind of flash it across the screen. This is my one of my favorite items because this is like a husbando flag right here. This is just like, really? You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. And I'm officially dead. So this is, I'm guessing that this is a fabric poster. This did come in a plastic item that did have Japanese writing on it. and it did not say what it was, so I'm guessing it is a fabric poster, because it's about down to your chests. So this is another reason why I'm keeping up the other video. I have a better shot of this in the other video. I keep having pop-ups for this one. So I absolutely love this. I am probably going to take this over to Michael's and have this framed, because I'm afraid that it's going to get ruined if I try to put it up in any other manner but doing that. But this is a fangirl's dream, because if you happen to have like the night class, which I happen to, this is the husbando flag. You can let this fly and everyone will know that these are your, I think there's 5 on here. There might be 4 or 5. Those are your favorites. So now, I did say that one of the items was not wrapped up, and I freaked out when I first saw it, and I still freak out every single time I see it. So this is the first Diabolik Lovers item, and I love him. I just love him. I'd get closer, but I'm wearing foundation, so I don't want to get that onto him. So this is actually a character upon himself. He is named Teddy. And yes, he is a teddy bear. He has a big role in Diabolik Lovers. And he is truly a replica, because as you can see, he has one eye here, but he does not have an eye on this side. And on the show, and even in the video game, underneath the eye patch there is actually a hole where the owner of the plush animal, the plushie, actually keeps a vial of something. In the anime, it's vial of blood. In the video game, I believe, in one of the video games, it's a vial of ashes. So depending upon which one you watch, that's what you're going to get. I mean, the detail on this... Oh, actually, back to the other 2 items. Price-wise, gloves, about $10. The flag, we're looking at least $30. So that's half of it right there. And that's just because of the size of it. I'm going to actually take a photo of it and probably post it up on my Instagram. And I will link it, if I do that in both videos, I will link it down below. But the detail on this bear is just so great. The eye patch is made out of felt, but the ribbon is actually satin ribbon. It's not, cheap. The vest is not made out of felt. This is actually fabric. Okay, and even the piping on here is silk piping. So this is legitimately, and he even has a tail. I mean, this is legitimately a replica of Teddy from the show. And as you can see, it's a pretty big plushie. Anime plushies typically start off at about $10, and they're about half his size. So a plushie of this size is at least $40, if not $50. So right there, I've gotten the value for my box. And I still have 2 more items. So, I mean, I just love him. He's my favorite. I love him. I gush more about him in the other video. That's why I'm keeping the other video up, and I'm linking it up there. So, see the iCard section. You will see it. So he's going to sit with me as I pull out the other 2 items. Now the next item is a small little tote bag with the characters on there. And as you can see, here is Teddy with the character who owns him, holding him. So it is a small little bag. It's great for if you've only got a few items. If you go to, say, an anime convention, you just want to grab it. Can't really see into there because it is black on black. But it's big enough to where you can just toss a few items in here and go. So character bags like this normally range about 5 to 10. So I'm already over the boxes limit. And there's also a slot in the back of the bag as well. And the very last item is a miniature flag. I'm going to do this very dramatically. And yes, it is the same photo as the bag, but I am not upset. Diabolik lovers, I gave the person a very hard anime with Diabolik lovers. Diabolik lovers does not have a lot of merchandise to it, which I am very shocked at because of all the video games. But I'm actually glad to have a miniature flag for it that I can just tack up. And I have a bag. But the biggest item for this entire thing was the plush, which I love him. I love him so much. As I said, I gush more in the other video. I'm tired. I need to eat. So I'm trying to keep this one kind of simple. So I am currently in talks with the person to do 2 more boxes. I am actually going to be doing high-low boxes. I will be doing a $50 box, which is actually closer to the what they start at. And then I will be doing another $100 box for another high-end box. I'm just trying to figure out what theme I want to do for the high-end box, as we've already figured out the low-end box. And that one, hopefully, I will actually be able to film the unboxing from that one from beginning to end this time around. So, and I will be going ahead and posting that up on this channel. You will be able to find all of the person's information in the info box down below to go ahead and get your own box. As I said, the amount of stuff you get, it is very much worth it. This is not one of those bad mystery boxes. This is a great mystery box. Trust me, I've been collecting anime merch for a very long time. So that's how I can tell prices. That little flag in itself, that is a $10 flag. So the box is worth well over the $100 price tag that I put on it, and even the $103 that I paid. So you will definitely get your money back. If you do know your merchandise, you may be able to price it out and find that you've gotten more than what you paid for. So that's not always going to be the case, but you are going to get at least your money's worth back. I mean, I've seen other unboxings, and they look legitimately worth it. That's why I went with this person. That's why I will be going with them again and getting not one box, but 2 boxes. Can you see Teddy's helping me here? So stay tuned for that one. And until next time, keep on reading. Bye-bye.